The aspect we're going to look at in this video is that when we're playing the game, when you select the correct answer, it adds 1 to your score. I want that to pop up in the center of the screen with a big +1. And when you choose the incorrect answer, a -1. Let's go ahead and add that text in on our screen space canvas. So go to the canvas, insert a new UI, text. You can see that the anchor point is currently at the center. Now you can see it a little bit better when we go into scene view. But going back into the game view, this is either going to be +1 or -1, or it's not going to say anything. So change that to +/-. Let's change the font to our Chelsea Market. I'm going to increase the size, so go ahead and switch horizontal and vertical to both be overflow. And the font size, let's do 90. Center it in the vertical and horizontal, and we'll want to move it up a little bit so that it appears over the player as opposed to on the player. So increasing in the Y, we'll move it vertically. So let's try 150. Now I'm not going to worry about the color now because I want to change the color so that if it's positive, the color is green, and when you get a wrong answer, a -1 is red. Let's go ahead and rename this, and we'll just call this +/-. So since this +/- text is going to be associated with when the player gets the correct or incorrect answer, we're going to establish this on the player script. And since we're going to add a text, we're going to have to add the unityengine.ui. So go ahead and write using unityengine.ui. This will allow us to create a text variable. So public, since we're going to access it in the inspector, text, and this will be +/-. That's going to be our text variable. Now at the start of the game, we're going to want +/- to not show anything. So we're going to say +/- is just a blank string. Now when we get the correct answer, we want to display a +1, and we want that to last for about a second, not until we choose another answer. So we're going to have to write a new function. And this function is going to be an IEnumerator function, something we haven't used yet. So IEnumerator, and we're going to name this correct answer. Go ahead and open and close that function. And what are we going to do within the correct answer? So each time we have a correct answer, well, first we add to the score. So let's go ahead and copy GameManager.score, which adds to that score value, and paste it within our IEnumerator function. Now, since the correct answer is going to be placed above both the reset functions, we can remove both the +1s, since it's going to be added to the score once we start this IEnumerator coroutine. So go ahead and erase that one as well. And just so we know where we're going to place it back, we'll go ahead and comment and say correct answer is going to be placed here. Obviously, we want the score to change, like we saw in our last video. Now we want that text variable that we just created to display +1. So +/ text is going to say +1, and after this is where we're going to wait a certain amount of seconds before it removes that +1. So we're going to say yield, return, new, and then wait 4 seconds. And we're going to wait the same time it takes to invoke that reset. So 0.7 F for the float value. And then after that, we want the text to not display anything. So we're going to take that +/ text and just leave it as empty quotes. Now if we have a correct answer, we also want to display an incorrect answer. So copy what we just wrote for correct answer, and let's change this to incorrect. And when it's incorrect, we want it to be -1 and the -1. So incorrect answer will go here, and it will also go here. In these two separate functions, we take care of adding or subtracting to the score, and we take care of that text display of +1 or -1. Since this is an IE numerator, we can't just write correct answer like we've been doing. We actually are going to have to say start coroutine. So start coroutine, open the parenthesis, paste in the coroutine we want to start, which is the IE numerator correct answer coroutine, close the parenthesis, and semicolon to end that line of code. So start coroutine for the correct answer goes in 2 places, and we also have to do it for the incorrect answer. And that as well goes in 2 places. So when we're in Unity, we're going to have to select player, and we're going to drag that ± text that's on our canvas into the ± text slot on the player script. Now when we play this, pick a number less than 5. I'm going to choose the wrong answer, 9. It says -1 for 0.7 seconds. I'm going to choose 4, and it says +1, and then it resets. Now let's go over changing the color. Go back into our player script, and changing color is easier than you think. We have to change the color of the text before it displays. So before the +- in the correct answer, we're going to want that to be green. So we simply say +-, which was the variable for the text, dot, and then color. Since we want a simple color green, we're going to type color, dot, and then it gives you a few choices. You can also create your own with hex values or RGB values. So as you can see when we scroll down to green, the RGBA is 0101, and that is what green is set as. So go ahead and click green, and a semicolon to end that line. So when we have the correct answer, it's going to be green text. The incorrect answer is going to be red text, and red is also already set up. Go ahead and save that. And when you run the game, you can see wrong, it appears red. Correct appears as green. In this video, we added a little text pop-up aspect to our game so that when we chose the correct answer, it would show us in the center. Or if we chose the incorrect answer, it would show us that as well. Now at the current moment, we can play this game for an infinite amount of time. We want to have a time limit so the user can move the player and try to get as high of a score as possible in a given amount of time. So in the next video, we're going to go over setting up that countdown clock. And as always, please subscribe to my channel and like this video. And if you have any questions, please feel free to comment below.